And welcome to this week's issue of Play Print21, the weekly TV bulletin for the print industry. My name is Wayne Robinson. This week's news, well, we're here today in Sydney at the Messe Centre event. This is the Messe Centre of Düsseldorf, who hosts the Drupa print show. 15 months time, this is the first kick-off for it. The biggest show in print, 250,000 people will be there. Of course, Print21 will be bringing you all the updates. News this week, well, we're in the middle of the reporting season. Figures are coming thick and fast, of particular interest to us in the print industry. Welcome, Wayne Sidwell's business, creative production, pre-print business. Great figures, everything up, 10% up by sales, 11% profit. That's across the UK, Australia, New Zealand and the US. US in fact was the only black spot, profit slipped back by 25% due to an account loss JC Penney. But a great job by Wayne Sidwell and the Wellcome Group. Similarly, Spices, its figures are up, $7.4 million profit, double from last year. On sales that rose, print and packaging sector rose by 8.5%, which is really interesting. Sign and display slipped back, indicating the high competitive nature of that field now. This will be Spice's last set of results before it becomes first half year results before it becomes part of Kokusai Pulp and Paper, the giant Japanese trading company that it was sold to, which will take over in July. On the display print, the OMA released the results this week for the 2018, and the figures continue to zoom towards $1 billion. They're currently $927 million was spent on outdoor media last year, but 52.3% of that was on display print, the first time on digital print, the first time that digital print has superseded print in the outdoor world. However, print's share, while it fell, print's volume of cash spent actually increased, only a smidgen, by about $500,000, but it's still a $437 million business in print there. So next year it will, those figures will increase even more, and print's share is also going up, and plenty of investment in wide format outdoor print. We're at Cactus last week. Vivid is just playing another machine as well, so plenty of opportunity still there. In the packaging side, Pact has just released its figures, took an absolute pounding from the stock market, stock down by 30% in less than 2 weeks, 17% on the figures. The company says it could do better, but it's suffering due to the drought, due to weak demand and due to high cost of operating in Australia. In other news, the PIA is calling for the gig economy to expand into print. Print, of course, already has casual workers, particularly in the bindery, but there's a big debate going on at the moment over whether casual workers should have the same benefits as permanent staff. Employers say we're already giving those benefits in higher wages. That's a big debate that's going to be ongoing. Finally this week, print and the McDonald Print and Signs in Young, that's a tough story. The owner's daughter, serious car accident, he's had to take time off work. Visual Connections calling for the industry to support that business. Go to print21.com.au for all these stories in detail and more. My name is Wayne Robinson, signing off at the Drupa event in Australia this week.